Hello and welcome to this week's news bulletin from the Christian Institute. A new parliamentary bill could restrict campaign groups, including Christian organisations, from actively engaging in the democratic process. The government's new lobbying bill would impose new rules and set strict spending limits on campaigning in the year before a general election. It would give sweeping new powers to the Electoral Commission, but the Commission says it doesn't want the new powers and has major doubts over the bill's workability. The proposals have been criticised by several charities and campaign groups, including the Royal British Legion, the Countryside Alliance and the Salvation Army. MPs have also hit out at the plans, with Tory Douglas Carswell saying, "This bill enshrines in law the idea that politics is properly the preserve of parties. It is an appalling notion." And the Christian Institute's Simon Calvert commented, "Christians have a proud heritage of promoting good causes and speaking truth to power. Our society has been the better for it. Democracy thrives on freedom, not regulation, never more so than at election time." Now, following the criticism, sources close to the government say they may retreat on some parts of the bill affecting charities and other campaigners. The Scottish Parliament has decided to fast-track their gay marriage bill by holding double evidence sessions. Church groups say legislators should not act in haste, but Scottish government ministers seem intent on rushing ahead. A committee of MSPs has been hearing evidence on the bill this week. Meanwhile, in London, UKIP leader Nigel Farage has said during a video interview that gay marriage could be profoundly illiberal. His party supports civil partnerships, but opposes the introduction of gay marriage.
We said that we felt there was a great risk that if gay marriage went through, it could prove to be profoundly illiberal. Because all the while we're under the auspices of the European Court of Human Rights, there is a very real legal risk that you could finish up with faith communities being forced to conduct such ceremonies, which would be illiberal, because it would stop people pursuing some of their own beliefs.
A bakery shop owned by Christians in the US state of Oregon has been forced to shut after the owners received death threats because of their opposition to gay marriage. Owners, Melissa and Aaron Klein, have shut down their shop and moved their business into their home after a mafia-like campaign was waged against them. The couple came to prominence earlier this year when they declined to bake a wedding cake for a same-sex couple.
I am who I am, and, I want to live my life the way I want to live my life, and, I choose to serve God.
It's one of those things where you never want to see something you put so much work into go belly up, but on the other hand, I have faith in the Lord, and He's taken care of us up to this point, and I'm sure He will in the future.
Cambridge University will allow male students to wear skirts to their graduation ceremony if they wish. The university has adopted a gender-neutral dress code following a campaign by the LGBT+ group. In previous years, men had to wear trousers and women had to wear skirts to the graduation event. A call has gone out for members of the public to contact their MP about the current abortion laws. Tory MP Fiona Bruce, who recently led a parliamentary inquiry into the issue, says abortion law discriminates against disabled babies and needs to be changed. She wants the public to write to their MP to highlight the problem. At the moment, abortions can be carried out up to full term if the baby is found to have a disability. But Mrs. Bruce said help was needed to enshrine in our laws and medical culture what our society should always aspire to: a compassionate and just affirmation of the equal value of all human beings. She added that last year's Paralympic Games in London showed to the world the capabilities and dignity of men and women who possess a range of disabilities. Meanwhile, doctors who arranged illegal terminations by offering gender abortions will not be prosecuted. The doctors were caught on video offering to abort a baby just because it is a girl. The Crown Prosecution Service says there is sufficient evidence to convict the doctors, but a prosecution would not be in the public interest. But Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt has demanded urgent clarification from the Attorney-General. And finally, the life of Scottish reformer George Wishart, burned at the stake for his beliefs, has been marked by a special event 500 years after his birth. Mr. Wishart was put on trial in 1546 on charges that included challenging the concepts of purgatory and praying to saints. A conference at the University of St Andrews heard about the life, work and lasting influence of the powerful preacher who delivered his messages throughout Britain. His death is recorded by Fox's Book of Martyrs and recalls, "At the stake he fell on his knees and thus exclaimed, O thou Saviour of the world, have mercy upon me. Father of heaven, I commend my spirit into thy holy hands. After this he prayed for his accusers, saying, I beseech thee, Father of heaven, forgive them that have from ignorance or an evil mind forged lies of me. I forgive them with all my heart. I beseech Christ to forgive them that have ignorantly condemned me. Well, that's all for this week. For more information and regular updates on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.